What's up, guys? Toaster here. Today I'm finally going to be doing a little flashlight comparison for you guys. And the lights I'm going to be comparing are the Surefire E1b backup. This is the older model, which is 80 lumens. The newer model is 110 lumens. And the HDS 170 Clicky. This is also the older model. It's not the newer rotary. It's just a normal Clicky. Both are pretty similar lights. Both run off one CR123 battery cell. Both are made in the USA and are built like tanks. And I guess you could say both are geared towards military and law enforcement. Now, these are perfect for civilians and EDC use. They are awesome lights, and will last you a lifetime if taken care of properly. So let's start off with I guess how they come stock. Now, the Surefire, one thing I love about the Surefire coming stock is the pocket clip. It's an awesome pocket clip. Sits nice and deep in the pocket, and keeps it there nice and securely. Very easy to take in and out of your pocket, and is actually probably my favorite pocket clip on a flashlight, and I love it. The HDS pocket clip, this is not the original. This is actually a Moto or Moto clip that you have to buy. You have to buy it extra because it does not come with this light. This is the stock pocket clip, which is, to me, it's a piece of junk. I hate it. It's ugly, and it was useless. Although I loved this light, I just did not like carrying it because I don't know if you see the lip on the original clip, but it does not turn up that much, and it made it pretty much impossible to put in your pocket easily. It was always a struggle for me, and because it's so thin, it just really did not hold it in your pocket that great. So if you get a HDS light, the Moto clip is a good investment. They are hard to come by, but if you can find one, it's well worth it. This pocket clip made my favorite light just 10 times better, and I love it. So, by the way, congrats to ATF. He just released a video where he did an unboxing, and he just got a 120, which is awesome. Congrats, man. If you guys don't know him, check out his channel, ATF. I'll put a link down at the bottom. He's an awesome dude. Anyways, okay, let's get back. Another thing I like about the HDS that comes stock with it is the ability to tail stand, and you can actually choose between a flush Clicky or a Clicky that comes out just like the Surefire. But I went with the flush one because I have used the tail stand option a couple times before. The Surefire cannot do that unless you buy an extra, I don't know what you would call it, I guess a tail switch or whatever, which you can, and which is a good thing about the Surefire brand, is that you could do a lot of different Legoing and customization and stuff like that, which a lot of people do, but it costs more money, and Surefire is already expensive as it is, so I didn't really go with that option. Both are built like tanks. Built in the US. The Surefire is just, I don't know how to explain it. You just really have to hold these lights in your hand to just feel the difference between like a Phoenix or a 4.7's light, which I own both of, and I actually do carry at work. But this Surefire just it feels bomb-proof, and if you think Surefire feels bomb-proof, HDS just feels 10 times more robust than a Surefire. I mean, there's reviews out there of this light being thrown off buildings and still working. And in fact, I've seen a picture of the bezel being shot by a small caliber round, and it deflected the round. I mean, this thing is a little tank. I love it. UI on the lights are both pretty simple to use. The HDS is a lot more can't talk today. The HDS you can customize a lot more than the Surefire. Surefire is pretty straightforward, has a high and then a low. And you could either access them between full clicks or half clicks. Now, a full click is all the way down and it clicks. Or you could do half clicks where you don't click it all the way down. So high, half click to low. It's high, and then low. And then if you want to stay on low, just click all the way down and it stays. Now, I love the simplicity of the UI on the Surefire and hate it at the same time. I like the fact that it just has a high and a low because that's all I use. I mean, I really never use a medium just because, I mean, I don't know. Either you're using high or you're using low. I just don't ever use medium. But one thing I wish they included on the Surefire, which I don't know why they didn't since it's geared towards law enforcement, is a strobe. I know a lot of people don't like strobe and don't think it's useful at all, but I have actually had some training on strobing, and it's very effective. More so than just a straight beam of light. I mean, a straight beam of light will disorientate, an attacker or whatever, but it is nowhere near as effective as a strobe, and there's just no comparison. So, I mean, this light would be a lot better if it had a strobe, and that's just me. I also, when I go running, a lot of times I go running at night and I use my strobe while crossing the street. I mean, I don't strobe the people, driving. That's dangerous. But I mean, if I'm running while I cross the street, I'll just strobe the bottom of the street as I run. So, I'm a lot more visible. UI on the HDS is awesome, and it's very customizable. I don't know if that's even a word. But, I mean, the way I have it set, I love it. High, double click for medium, triple click for a nice moonlight low. And what I love is you could go into strobe from any mode. So I'm on low, hold down, in strobe. Back out, it goes straight back to low. Now if you want to stay in strobe, all you gotta do is double click and hold down, and it stays in strobe, and you're off. Another thing that I prefer on the HDS is the beam. The Surefire has a very tight hotspot with very little flood, which is great for throw, but is not that great close up. The HDS has a more narrow beam too, but has a very smooth hotspot with nice flooding. And let me show you guys, give you guys an example. Turn off the lights. This is the Surefire. You can see a very nice tight hotspot. There's medium. Here's the HDS. You can see it still has a nice hotspot, but nice flooding to it. Here's both of them. So, I mean, I prefer the HDS, and it just ramped it down. That's another thing I love about HDS is when it's losing power, it slowly ramps down for you. Turn the lights back on. So that is my little review, guys, of these two lights, or I guess I would say comparison. Overall, both are awesome lights, and just depending what your preferences are, I mean, you choose. But if you guys like what you see, please subscribe, and hope you guys enjoy your day.